Once upon a time, we did not live where we do now. Our galaxy was majestic, and our kingdom spanned multiple systems and clusters. The good queen ruled her subjects well, and magic was much more commonplace. Wizards and mages used their abilities to bring comfort across the vast distances in space. But it was never to last. Soon, factions conspired to obtain more and more power, and our wars, fought with both magic and science, caused colossal destruction. Stars were snuffed out, and portals to alternate realities and dimensions were opened, resulting in beings crossing over and devouring all in their path. Soon, our galaxy was burning, and we were at risk of being driven to extinction. But on a distant world, in a system on the edge of the galactic rim, our salvation was found. An asteroid, made of the notorious black iron, a substance at that point unknown to us, for it did not occur naturally in our galaxy. Our researchers concluded that it could only have come from another galaxy, and we believed it could be used as a magical ingredient to open a portal to that galaxy. So in the dying days of the cataclysm, we brought the remnants of our fleets to the edge of the galaxy, and our researchers, with one final last use of magic, opened the portal and allowed our Exodus fleet to cross to another galaxy, into a star cluster we now call the Cradle. In the Cradle, over hundreds of years, we have found some habitable worlds and constructed stations. Life thrives. No longer being overshadowed by the various colleges of magic, corporations now become wealthy, taking it upon themselves to advance the cause of terraforming, medicine, and industry. Magic itself is now much weaker, and its use is suspicious after its power destroyed our home. But it also saved us, and its users practice it from time to time. But the Cradle is a harsh place. The magic that transported us here also caused tears in the fabric of reality, called the Sundering, which brings some of the horrors we saw in our old galaxy here. And although Princess Emily does her best to rule the Cradle with peace and justice, corporations and noble families struggle for the now much more limited resources. Wars and violence are not uncommon far from civilized space. On the edges of the Cradle, in the Outlands and the Expanse, families are more free to pursue their own interests, away from the influence of corporations and nobility, such as trade and asteroid mining. These independents struggle against the influence of corporations who seek to mine these asteroids themselves. One of these corporations is Half Moon Industries, owned by the notorious but mysterious Jebediah Wolf, who has been seeking greater territory on the outskirts of the Cradle. These issues caused one of the independent families, the Holdemans, to step up. The leader of the family, Marquetta Holdeman, took it upon herself to travel to the center of the Cradle, where she now runs an organization devoted to standing up for independent miners against these corporations. Her daughter stayed behind in their home sector to continue mining and raising her granddaughter Elise until she comes of age. Elise's father was an explorer who delved deep into space to create new maps. Before he left on his adventure, he gave Elise an old relic from our home galaxy, a red cloak and hood that was said to still hold some magical power for her protection. She wore it everywhere she went, and it was no surprise when she started piloting her own ships that her call sign was Riding Hood. But on this fateful day, Riding Hood and her mother are in the small station that serves as their home in the vast asteroid field of this sector. A few other families are there, talking about the sudden blockade that Half Moon Industries have put up around the sector, but their worst fears would soon be realized, as soon alarms blared and corporate ships would enter the system. Half Moon troops land on the station and begin taking out what few defenders there are. Riding Hood's mother manages to drag her away into a secluded spot, where she hands a package to her and looks her dead in the eyes. "I must help the defenders, Elise. Find the ship. You need to take this to Grandma. Let her know that Half Moon have attacked the sector." After an objection from Riding Hood, her mother raises her voice in anger and insists. She grabs the necklace made of black iron hanging around Riding Hood's neck and asks her to swear to her. After a last tug, her mother unholsters her pistol and leaves, and Riding Hood, wiping away some last tears, pulls her red hood over her head.